Hello and thank you. I am Mike Richardson, member of the Providence Milwaukee Foundation Board of Directors. I can't tell you how great it is to be here again, emceeing this event. I wish we were all able to gather together at Waverly tonight as usual, but instead we are coming to you live from my home away from home, Dark Horse Comics. Who could have imagined at this time last year what 2020 had in store for us? And if you did imagine it, no one would have believed you. Social unrest, wildfires, and the most devastating virus in our country's history have hit us in a biblical fashion. David, you're supposed to help me.
It's okay, it's okay.
As you all know, COVID-19 has put a strain on every business and organization, and our local hospital is no exception. We are dedicating tonight to those superheroes who have braved all of these trials and kept the wheels turning at Providence, Milwaukee, all the while providing exceptional patient care. The good news is that you can join the ranks of these superheroes by giving generously tonight. You can support the incredible work taking place at Providence, Milwaukee through the Community Teaching Kitchen. The staff in the kitchen rose up during our darkest hour to provide food to those in need, and their work continues today. We are here with one goal: to raise money for Providence, Milwaukee. And to help us get there, we have some very special super guests who will be joining us to entertain you and inspire you to give generously. But before we get started, please welcome my co-host for this evening, David Lucas. David, I have to say, you look very dapper tonight.
Thank you, Mike.
Not really
James
like
Bond
this,
look, I like it. I like you look very good. As you may know, I've attended the Partners in Health event for the last 3 years at Waverly. It is also so much fun, music, laughter, and giving. I am so excited to be here tonight. Before we do anything else, I want to share a few reminders. To help you follow along this evening, first, you will have to make sure you have a second device nearby for donating and bidding on auction items while you are watching the live stream on a primary device, like an iPad or a tablet. So grab your phone and let's start the bidding. Second, if you have not already registered, click the button below that says Bid Now to get signed up. Click on Start Bidding on the auction page to get in on the action. We have some amazing packages up for bid tonight, and we would like you to make a gift as well. Finally, for questions, support, or to give over the phone, please call 503-203-0788.
We have a wonderful night planned. We will talk about the Providence Community Teaching Kitchen, hear from some amazing people working on the front lines, enjoy outstanding musicians, and definitely have some fun. Let's get this super night underway right now, but first, David, let's do a social distancing high five. There you go.
Awkward.
Hello everyone, I'm Sherry Cooling, Chief Executive for Providence Milwaukee Hospital. Thank you for sticking with us for our Partners in Health event, virtual this year. I wish we were gathered together in person at Waverly, and I look forward to when we'll be able to do that again safely. 2020 has changed our world. When COVID hit in March, we moved fast to both protect and continue to serve our patients and caregivers. And our community responded with an outpouring of support for all of those on the front lines. From meals to words of encouragement, from donations to car horns at 7 p.m., we felt your love. The team at the Community Teaching Kitchen stepped up as well, helping feed those in need. You'll hear more during our program tonight about how these heroes continue to answer the call to care for those who are poor and vulnerable. I hope you enjoy all that Mike and the team have in store for you, and I thank you for your support of the Providence mission. The Milwaukee community is strong, and we will get through this together. I'd like to leave you with a quote from La Cordaire. All I know of tomorrow is that Providence will rise before the sun. We are here for you today. We will be here for you tomorrow, and together we will rise. Thank you.
So we have a very special guest tonight, straight from the pianist cave. It's the amazing bat pianist. Welcome, bat pianist.
Thank you. It's so great to be out of the cave. Actually, this is my first time out of the cave, and what a great time to be out.
Good acoustics in the cave, though, when you're demonstrating your power.
Yes, it's the perfect reverb for any situation.
So as a special treat tonight for our audience, Bat Pianist is going to unmask tonight. Yes, that's right. You'll be able to see his true secret identity. I can't wait.
You ready?
Why, it's Michael Allen Harrison. I would have never guessed. Welcome, Michael Allen Harrison. And would you demonstrate your power tonight?
I would be so happy to, and I've got a really cool song prepared. I've been practicing in the cave for the last 6 months just for this occasion. It's a great rock and roll tune by Journey, Don't Stop Believin'.
Our nation thanks you, Bat Pianist.
And I thank you, Mr. Richardson.
Where's Mike at? You guys know where he is? Where'd you been? Where'd you go?
David, Waverly Country Club has generously allowed us to use their venue. I have to run back and forth here from downtown Milwaukee at Dark Horse, clear over to the Waverly. See how fast I am?
You are fast, Mike.
You
are
should
really
know
fast.
that when I blow by you on the basketball.
That never, ever happens.
yeah,
That's
okay.
all false.
I'd like to thank Sherry Kulink, Chief Executive of Milwaukee Providence, for her message. And also, let's give the Bat pianist Michael Allen Harrison a big virtual round of applause for sharing his superpower of music with us tonight. When the pandemic hit, the caregivers at Providence Milwaukee Hospital answered the call. They donned a different type of mask, and they showed up every day to provide essential care to those who needed it most. The team at the Community Teaching Kitchen stepped up to provide food to those in need, those who had lost their jobs, and who needed help feeding their families. They went above and beyond to make sure no one in our community would go hungry. The team also moved quickly to transition their work to the virtual world, providing access to patients in need via telehealth and online classes. Because we know that proper nutrition plays a huge role in our overall health and in boosting our immune system to combat illness. Each and every one of the Providence staff on the front line is a superhero. And so tonight, we are going to be superheroes for them. With our powers combined, we can help them combat the villains of disease, poverty, and hunger. We can help them to do even more good in our community. Tonight would not be possible without our super sponsors who stuck with us, even as we ventured into the unknown world of virtual events. There they are.
Bam. Our sponsors truly help make tonight possible. Thank you to our platinum sponsor, Dark Horse Comics. Mike, thank you. Carrie at home, love you, thank you. And to our gold sponsors, Terry and Diane Greenman, and Providence Milwaukee medical staff. Your sustaining support has helped us prevail in these uncertain times. Thank you to our silver sponsors, Ferguson Wellman, and to our bronze sponsors, Metro West Ambulance, PCC Structurals, and Tillamook. A complete list of the sponsors is being shown on the screen as I speak right there. Please take a moment to recognize them and to consider supporting their work in our community. I have recently joined the Providence Milwaukee Foundation Board. Thank you, Mike. And I would like to acknowledge my fellow board members. These volunteers serve as ambassadors for Providence in the community and help us engage new friends for this virtual gathering. We are so grateful for your time and your efforts. Thank you. We would also like to thank our Partners in Health Committee.
Thanks, David. I would also like to say thank you to Bill Stoller and Gary Mortensen of the Stoller Family Estates and Enchante for their in-kind support of our program this evening. Will you hold things down here for a moment now, David?
Of course.
I've got to run to Waverly using my super speed to introduce our next super performers. So watch, here I go.
Oh.
And now I want to introduce the world famous supergroup that you all know and love, the wondrous Wonder Women.
Hello.
Hello, ladies. So the wondrous Wonder Women are not only going to demonstrate their superpower, but they're also going to reveal their secret identities tonight. And I'm really excited to see who's behind those masks. Ladies, could you unmask?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, it's the Brown sisters. Who would have thought?
Hello.
Ladies, could you please demonstrate your superpowers tonight for our viewers?
It would be our pleasure. Of course.
Great, thank you.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Ooh, the colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I love you. I hear babies crying. I've watched think to myself, what a wonderful world. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Oh, Brad, that's tough, running back and forth from the Waverly, you know.
Wow.
Especially in a tux. Wow, we want to thank the wondrous Women, AKA the Brown Sisters, for sharing their superpower of music with us tonight. Do you remember earlier when we talked about having a second device close at hand for bidding in our auction? Well, now is the time that you're going to want to pull out that second device and check the bids you have already placed or start bidding. Let's hear more about some of the exciting items up for bid. Joining me here tonight in the Dark Horse studio, at a safe distance, of course, please welcome Brad Caldwell of Stokes Auction Group. Brad, you're looking great tonight. You're looking
Mike,
very
thank you.
dapper.
Thank you very
much.
much.
Better than David looks. I really like your look.
And I was going to say you look taller than David.
But I'm just saying, David, don't worry about it.
Well, Mike, it's an honor to share the stage with you, and I am thrilled to be here this evening and support an amazing cause. I hope you have made time to check out all the packages on our online auction. The online auction can be found at partnersinhealth2020.ggo.bid. If you would like to follow along as I highlight a few of our featured items this evening, please feel free to do so. So Mike, we've got a few fantastic packages, and we're going to kick things off right away with our Mexico vacation.
Oh, that's a great one.
We have 3 days and 2 nights at the beautiful Hotel Cathedral in La Paz, Mexico.
We go down there every year, and it's a great place to be. I wish I was going. In fact, I wish I was going right after this show.
Well, we can make that happen.
Yeah, we could.
We'll get your mobile device and we'll place a bid because you're going to have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to swim with the whale sharks. Have you done that before?
No, I've swum with the dolphins, but never with the whales.
All right, well, after swimming with the whale sharks, we will then move over to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico for 7-night stay at the Pueblo Bonito Rose Resort and Spa.
Oh, that's great. I've been there many times. I've been in that spa. It's a great place.
We're not done yet. From there, you're going to enjoy a 3-hour sunset cruise on a 91-foot luxury cruiser.
I know that cruiser. It was donated by Mike Erickson. I've been on that cruiser. I've jumped off that cruiser. It's an amazing time.
So
I've jumped on it. I just have to say, I think I've jumped off it more than David has.
So an absolutely fantastic package. This is 10 days in Mexico, and our current bid is at $1,500 with your friend and co-host, Mr. David Lucas.
That's great, David.
So ladies and gentlemen, keep those bids coming in. Grab your virtual paddle. Place that bid. This is 10 days in Mexico.
It's an amazing trip.
So from there, we're going to move on to item number 2, which is Wines of the World. This package has been curated from the collection of wine from Foundation Board member and wine expert Ken Hick and Cherie Cooley Hick. This package includes 28 bottles of great wines from around the world. Now, I understand you're a fantastic wine connoisseur and have had some bottles of Ken's wine.
Well, I've had a few bottles. Ken has a great palate, a great wine taster, and knows how to pick wine. And I've purchased this gift before, and it's great. It's really worth the money.
So we really are talking about wines around the world, not $2 Chuck. This is going to be some great wine in this package.
That's good wine.
28 bottles of wine, a stainless premium wine cooler to hold your new collection, and our current bid is with Joseph Cleary at $700. Now, I want to remind you again, you have all the way until noon tomorrow to grab your mobile device and place that bid.
Brad, there's one more part to that, too.
There is. What do you got?
Well, there's a stainless steel premium wine cooler to hold your... If Brad gets it, whoever gets this gets a wine cooler to put their new collection into.
28-bottle wine cooler included with the 28 bottles of wine from around the world.
Perfect fit.
Great package. Number 3, I'm super excited about this. This is our Dark Horse Star comic. Our Dark Horse Star comic book cover, excuse me.
Yes.
This is the original and a unique piece of art that will be a conversation piece for years to come. You want to elaborate on this?
Yeah, this will be just like you see right here. This will be done by a professional comic artist. He will put the winner of this item into an actual comic book cover. They'll get the original art. It'll be framed. You put it up on your wall. Be a collector's item, and it'll be more valuable to the person that gets this because you can put it up on your wall, and everyone will see you as a superhero or maybe a science fiction hero, but you'll have that art.
Truly a conversation piece for years to come. We want to recognize Dr. Arnie Klein at a current top bid of $900 for a chance to be your own comic book cover.
Well, I can't wait to see him in action.
It's going to be awesome. So from there, we're going to move on to our item number 5, which is our Timbers package. You're going to receive 4 field seats to the 2021 Cascadia Timbers game. The Timbers will be playing either Seattle Sounders or the Vancouver Whitecaps. This does include food and beverage on the field. Now, Mike, I understand you've sat in those seats before. You want to tell us about them?
Well, these seats are great. They're right down on the ground level. There's a little barrier there, but you can almost reach out and touch the players. It's great. They bring you snacks, they bring you treats, whatever you'd like while you're sitting there. It's a great view. What could be better than dinner and the Timbers on the same evening?
Well, the other part to this item is we're going to give you a gift card to Stanford's and the Portland City Grill for either pre or post-game food and beverage.
Oh, that's great. So don't eat your dinner down on the field. Wait till you get to Stanford, but you could snack a little bit.
Absolutely. We want to recognize our Timbers top bidder at the current price of $700. Our friend and your co-host once again, Mr.
David Lucas?
Yes, our current high bid.
He knows the right things.
So from there, we're going to go ahead and move on to talk about if you're having problem with tech support. If you're having an issue with tech support, remember, you can get registered through tech support, or if you need tech support, please feel free to call the phone number I'm going to give you here in just a moment. You're also able to go ahead and place a gift by calling in, and that number is 503-203-0788. So in addition to that, we got a lot of stuff going on this evening. We've got lots of bidding action happening. We're super excited. It's online, so please make sure to get your bids in. The auction does close at noon tomorrow, Friday, October 23rd. But all of this fun tonight is for a very important cause. We'd like to take a moment, take a closer look at the Providence Community Teaching Kitchen and how it changes the lives of those in need.
For me, being a part of the Teaching Kitchen, I am, first of all, inspired by the mission of Providence and driven by social justice. And, you know, when we opened the kitchen, the whole priority was to address the need for food insecurity in our community. And we've been able to work diligently to address the needs not only of food insecurity, but other needs of our community members.
Well, when I deliver a food box, it does seem like all the patients are very thankful and very grateful that we're doing this service. I'm kind of like on the reverse of that. I'm glad that I can help.
Anyone who walks in here, we welcome with open arms, no matter why they're coming in, whether it being to use the food pantry or coming to see a dietitian or taking one of our classes. It's kind of a community within the community, I'd have to say.
What I love about the Community Teaching Kitchen is that we don't just give patients food, but we teach them how to cook and prepare healthy foods that work best with their own medical needs, so that they can budget better and stretch their food dollars to take care of themselves in the long run and hopefully be less food insecure in the future.
It has a family feel to it here. Everybody here is committed to the cause of having people eat healthy, and then the pantry is, I think, a fantastic resource where people can be sent home with food for their family, and they've already been shown how to use the ingredients, and I think it's just phenomenal.
It's a win-win for me, 100%. I enjoy going and talking to different people and interesting people, and when you should see the smiles on their faces when I knock on the door. I'll knock on the door, I'll have a food box, and then I'll go, oh, thank you, and I'll go, wait, I got one more box, and their eyes just get really big, like, there's more? Oh yeah, there's more.
Being able to make a difference in their lives, I think, is the #1 reason why I'm here.
We still need to reach people in their homes so that they can build a sense of community that they might be missing, and have access to the same nutrition education and hands-on learning that promotes self-sufficiency and agency, so that we can continue to inspire hope and healing toward those healthy outcomes that we're looking for.
I am just really proud of our team bringing this together. The Community Teaching Kitchen has been, it's an innovative idea. It's really at the front of what people need, right, as a basic need. And I've been inspired by the commitment from our foundation and from the community to make it happen.
Brad, I think we have another exciting auction item.
Well, let's talk about it. We actually do have one more item that we want to talk about here just briefly before we get into our special appeal, and that is item number 4, our golf package. You're going to have an opportunity to golf with Dark Horse CEO and our host this evening, Mr. Mike Richardson. You're going to golf 3 separate times. You're going to golf at the Waverly Country Club, which is where he's been 3 times this evening already. In addition to that, you're going to have the Portland Golf Club, Oswego Lake Country Club, arguably 3 of the best courses in the Portland metro area. And again, this is golf for 4 people at 3 separate courses.
Yes, Tig Howland and myself will be golfing with you and whoever you decide to bring with you. We'll have a great time.
So the way it stands right now, golf is at $900, and we want to thank Jason for being our top bidder. But we want to remind everybody that the auction does not close until noon tomorrow.
That's right.
So you have plenty of time to place those bids and make those donations for the special appeal. So speaking of special appeal, ladies and gentlemen, this is why we are here. Many of the patients and families we serve are food insecure. This means they have had days where they don't know where their next meal is going to come from, or they have worried about running out of food. Imagine not knowing when you'll be able to get more food, or worrying about how you're going to feed your family, or even going to bed hungry. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be very bold, and we're going to talk about the $10,000 level, and we're going to work all the way to our $100 level. So I'd like to let you know that a gift of $10,000 could stock the family market at the Community Teaching Kitchen for a full month and provide community members and patients over 5,500 pounds of food.
Oh, that's amazing.
Just a remarkable donation, and we want to talk about how humbled we are to stand up here in front of you and let you know that we already have a $10,000 leadoff gift, and we can't thank the Providence Milwaukee emergency physicians enough. So I would like to ask for a great big round of applause for that leadoff donation at the $10,000 level. Truly, truly remarkable. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're thinking about giving a gift, grab your mobile device, place that bid. We'd absolutely love to see it populate up on the screen. We'll move from there to the $5,000 level. At the $5,000 level of giving, you could pay for a 6-week series of nutrition and wellness classes for 15 individuals. I'm thrilled once again to stand in front of you and tell you at our $5,000 level, we have a lead-off gift and want to thank Shirley Bernard for that great donation.
Thanks, Shirley. And I see something else coming in right now, Brad.
What do you got, Mike?
It says Dr. Glenn Rodriguez and Molly Keating, they've decided to generously give $6,000.
So
amazing.
They're wanting to give 6 and we're at 5. So the idea behind that is if there's a level that we are not asking at, but you feel compelled to make that pledge, please make that donation. It could be $1, $5,000, or in this case, $6,000. And we really want to thank them for that donation. So we're going to move to the $2,500 level. At the $2,500 level, you could help the staff of the Community Teaching Kitchen with patient navigators to help to stock the pantry, prepare food boxes, and coordinate patient pickups or deliveries.
Right to their homes?
Right to their homes, yeah,
That's
deliveries.
great.
So the $2,500 level, we would like to acknowledge Doctors Arnie and Elizabeth Klein for that great leadoff donation at the $2,500 level. In addition to them, we want to thank Dominic and Melba Dulcich for their $2,500 level.
That's great.
So giving feels good. We have your credit card on file. You're not going to get the bill for 30 days. Pick up that mobile device and place that bid. So at this time, we're going to move to the $1,000 level. So at the $1,000 level, this is how you can make a difference in your community. During this time of COVID, you might want to consider a gift of $1,000 because it's going to help the Portland or the Community Teaching Kitchen pivot from in-person learning to virtual programs for participants in need. $1,000 donation, and we've got a list of them coming in. We're going to thank John and Peggy Brokamp for that $1,000 level. We'll thank Barry and Lori Brunetto for a $1,000 donation. And we've got a few more that are still popping up here.
Right
there they
now.
go. Look at that. Dr. Mark Carey is in for $1,000. Jeff Dulcich and Lauren Kuhn are in for $1,000. Just in, Sherry and Chris Kolick are in for $1,000. Doctors James and Ellen Donkel are in for $1,000. We'd like to thank Dr. James Maraz for a $1,000 donation, and a great big thank you to Walmart for a $2,000 gift. As we come on, we keep going. Maggie Sheldon would like to do $1,000. Mark and Melissa Steen are in for $1,000.
There's Andy Scott for $1,500.
And just in, Joseph Cleary just pledged $1,000. We'll continue on with Mitchell and Marilyn Wall are in for $1,000. And then John and Wendy Wyatt are in for $1,000 as well. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this is our special appeal. This is an opportunity to make a straight cash donation. You're not getting an amazing vacation, but what you are getting is the self-satisfaction of making a pledge, knowing that you're making a difference in your community. So the other thing that I would advise is if you are with a group of friends or family and you're watching this live stream, if you have a friend or a co-part that got up and went to the restroom, grab their cell phone and make a donation for them.
It's great, and I just see there's a 2,000 gift just came in.
Who's that from?
That is from Aaron and Arlene Unverzat.
Absolutely awesome. A $2,000 gift. Thank you very, very much for that. So at this time, Mike, what are you doing standing around here?
Oh, again?
Are you tired?
Nope, I'll go again.
Back to the Waverly he goes.
The amazing, sensational songstress, here live and in person. Hello, songstress.
Why, hello, Mr. Richardson.
The songstress, you all know her adventures, but she is here tonight, and again, she's going to unmask here right before your eyes. A special treat for our fans only. Songstress, we're ready. Molly, what are you doing here?
Hey, Dad.
Oh, could you demonstrate your power, songstress? I mean, Molly.
I'd be happy to.
Okay, thank you.
Take my hand, stay Joanne. Heaven's not ready for you. Every part of my aching where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going, girl? Girl, where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going, girl? If you could, I know that you'd stay. We both know things don't work that way. I promised I wouldn't say goodbye, so I grin and my voice gets thin. Girl, where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going, girl? Girl, where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going, girl? Honestly, I know where you're going. Maybe you're just moving on, but I still love you even if I can't see you anymore. Can't wait to see you soar. Girl, where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going, girl? Oh, girl, where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going, girl? Call me Joanne. XO Joanne. XOXO Joanne.
Mike is taking so
geez.
time. Took forever.
It's a long ways to run back and forth. You try running back and forth in a tuxedo.
At your age, I know it might be a little bit tough.
You be as good a shape as I am at my age.
You're doing a good job.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the super songstress, AKA my daughter, Molly Parker. My favorite singer, by the way, accompanied by Michael Allen Harrison. I don't know where she got her superpower of music. It wasn't from me, probably her mom, but I am so proud of her.
I am proud of her too, and I think she took more of the mom side.
I'm sure.
She looks amazing.
Lucky her, by the way.
Lucky her, for sure. We are more than halfway through our program tonight, And I want to take this opportunity one more time to remind you how to participate in the auction or giving this evening. First, to participate in the fun tonight, you must be registered. All you need to do is go to partnersinhealth2020.ggo.bid to start the process. The bidding platform works best with Google Chrome or Firefox, and for those of you with a Providence email address, it will ease your way to sign up using a personal email address instead of your Providence account. Next, keep the second device handy, and here is a little pro tip. You can place the maximum bid on an item, like I did, and the system will automatically up your bid if somebody outbids you. That way, you can just set it and forget it.
It's like a slogan.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a
Set
t-shirt
it
that
and
says
forget
that.
it.
Finally, for questions, support, or to give over the phone, please call 503-203-0788.
As you
my blood sugar was high, and which is something I fought my entire life, but it went up to 7, and so my doctor sent me here. I take the diabetes class, and I get the food boxes and whatever help they can give me. You know, I grew up around people that are diabetic and had to use insulin, and you know, seen awful things happen to them, and then had to bury them. So I didn't want that to happen to me, and I didn't want it to affect my children or my family. So I worked really, really hard. I learned a lot of different ways to lower my blood sugar, below diabetic, below pre-diabetic in 2.5 months. I've learned to use a lot of different grains. You know, I used to bake bread and stuff like that anyway, but I've learned how to make gluten-free breads, and you know, I've got to experiment with a lot more recipes and a lot more seasonings because I had more food. You know, before I didn't have as much food in the house, so I used what I knew worked, you know. They've been a lot of help to me here. Without them, I don't know where I'd be. Well, we can use all the help we can get, and we really appreciate what you've done because it probably saved my life and my kids and my family, because I don't know how they'd do without me. And because this has been here, I have learned to cook differently. I have a different attitude towards my diabetes, and I've helped a lot of other people change some of the things in their life. So you're not just changing the people that come to the kitchen, you're changing the lives of all the people around them too. Thank you very much for having us and helping us.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you just heard, the Community Teaching Kitchen is critical to improving the health of our community and supporting those in need. All the time, but especially during these unprecedented times. A gift of $500 could enable 20 families to connect with Ride Connection services and receive a food box delivered directly to their front door.
Again, right to the house.
Right to the house. We've got 2 lead-off donors that we would like to thank at this time. I'm going to acknowledge iHealth Northwest is pledging $500. We would like to thank Dennis and Katie Mayer for pledging $500.
Brad, we just got this in. Another $1,000 gift from Aaron and Arlene Unverzat.
So that makes 2 pledges for them.
That's right.
$2,000.
That's
Thank
amazing.
you, Aaron and Arlene.
Thank you.
So as the bids keep coming in, we have one just now popped up. Kelly and Roxy Beekler are donating $1,000. We want to thank Alex Jansen for a $500 pledge. Thank you. S&C Properties is pledging $500, as well as Ray and T. Lin Yao are pledging $500 too. In addition to that, just in,
Leslie Townsend, thank you for your $500 gift.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you to all the $500 donors. We're going to move on to our gift of $250. Did you know that $250 could provide 25 families with a bag of groceries to use during their virtual cooking classes?
That's great.
We talked about the transition from in kitchen cooking lessons to virtual, and that's just a great way to support. So we're going to kick things off at $250, and we're going to thank Julie Der Munoz for a $250 donation. Just in, Thomas Joseph, thank you. We'd also like to thank Ali Trin for a $250 pledge. In addition to that, we want to thank Dr. Jill Christensen for her generous gift. We're going to thank Tiffany Cobb. We're going to thank Dawn Rainier, and we're also going to thank Michelle Weisenbach. So after the $250 level, we're going to move to our final level of giving. We want to remind you that every gift counts this evening, and whether you pledge at a higher level or not, you feel compelled to give another $100 donation, please feel free to do so.
Any level, and you have till tomorrow to do it.
Tomorrow at noon, that's correct. So at the $100 level, just an example of what $100 could provide. $100 could provide 10 virtual learning participants the ability to purchase ingredients to participate in culinary classes. So at the $100 level, we're going to start off with Dr. James and Ellen Donkel. They gave $200. We'd like to thank Robert Dwyer Jr. for that donation. Just in, Randy Zimral is donating $250.
Randy Zimral is my next door neighbor. Thank you, Randy.
Randy, that's great. Appreciate you being out there. We're going to thank Sheila Waldron for that $100 pledge. Just now donated, and we're acknowledging it. Erica K. Nakamoto generally gave twice. What a generous gift. That's a $200 pledge.
Well, Brad, just to stay out of trouble, I want to say Linda Zimral also. Randy's
Good
wife.
call.
Yes.
Good call. We're also going to thank
Remember,
Jamie
I
Clark.
said they're my next door neighbors.
Your neighbors, yeah, you got to stay on good terms. We also want to thank Jamie Clark for a $150 gift. We're going to thank Brett and Corlinda Wooden for their gift. Chris Van Wagner came in at $250. We're also going to thank Wendy Eckhart for her gift. Diane and Terry Greenman just pledged $3,000. How about a big round of applause for that great donation? We're going to thank Amy Manning for a gracious gift. We'd like to thank Ali Trin for a second gift. I like it. Grab those mobile devices, make those donations. We're going to thank Kimberly Word for her support. And we're also going to thank Eugene Derringer for that $1,000 pledge. So Mike, as you said, bidding does not close until noon tomorrow. If you didn't win a silent package, maybe you didn't win a live package, but you still have a budget to help support the Providence Community Teaching Kitchen, grab that mobile device and make that donation. Just like Kimberly Caro did. She pledged $500. Thank you, Kimberly, for that great donation. So Mike, as we're getting close to the evening's end, do you have any more surprises for us?
Oh, yes, I have another surprise. Let me get over there using my amazing speed that David wishes he had. Now let's welcome our next guest, an amazing hero, the volatile violinist. Hello, volatile violinist.
Hello, Mr. Richardson.
We're so happy to have you here.
I am so happy to be here.
And as another treat, as with all our other guests, the volatile violinist is going to unmask. Volatile violinist, will you unmask? Aaron Meyer. I can't believe it's you. I didn't recognize you. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Would you demonstrate your amazing power?
I will. I've been practicing, so.
Okay, I'll step off stage here.
your step?
Well, it's all the excitement of all the giving that's going on.
it
Put a
must
little
be.
energy back in.
You must be a little slow before, so you must
I
stepped
don't
it
know
up.
what I'm saying. Thank you, Aaron, for sharing your amazing superpower of music with us. What an incredible evening. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for showing up virtually during a time when our world feels upside down to show support for the Providence frontline superheroes. I think we already knew how special the team was at Providence, Milwaukee, but now, after a year like 2020, it's even more clear. We are blessed to have them in our community, saving lives and helping make our world a healthier and a safer place.
That is right, Mike. And there is still time to show some support. Keep bidding. The auction closes tomorrow, Friday, October 23rd at noon, but you can give tomorrow or you can give at the end of the year. We are collecting donations year-round. So bid now in honor of those whose bravery and compassion is simply unmatched. Also, before we go, we need to give one more big shout out to all of our sponsors that help make this evening possible. You can see their names being displayed on the screen to my right. Thank you to all these generous sponsors, including Dark Horse Comics. Carrie Richardson, she's been absolutely amazing. Thank you. Oh, and Mike Richardson, thank you.
We have one more very special musical performance that is coming up in 1 minute. Once that performance is over, our program will be finished. So it is time for David and I to wish you good night. We don't know what the future will hold, but I do hope that we'll be able to gather together next year, as in the past, in support of this wonderful hospital at Waverly Country Club. Till then, stay safe, stay well, and just like a superhero, wear a mask.
We love you. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we have a few more gifts to acknowledge. Nathan and Claire Hobson have donated $1,000. Thank you so much for your donation. Rachel and Michael Calloway,
$333. Thank you, Rachel and Michael.
333. I like the 333.
And we're done now. We
Just
are
in,
done.
ladies and gentlemen, Michael and Carrie Richardson have made a pledge of $50,000.
We're going without food for a year, David, just to, because
I
we
must have
believe
came
in
out of
this
my
hospital.
inheritance. I don't know. Mike, thank you. Carrie, thank you for your support. It's truly amazing.
Thank you, everyone.
Good night.
One more message for you. Thanks for watching tonight. As you saw, our superheroes were unmasking throughout the show. We'd like to ask you to keep your mask on. And remember to keep a safe social distance, as we did. Good night.